Welcome to Monmouth in Focus, a program about the services and functions of Monmouth County government. I'm County Commissioner Director Tom Arnone, your host for this segment of Monmouth in Focus. Today I am joined on this beautiful scenery, beautiful Jersey Shore, Monmouth County, here with Tim McClune and obviously everybody knows Tim McClune.
I'm not sure I'm enhancing the beautiful scenery.
You are so much. And
good.
let me tell you something. Over the course of the years, you have enhanced not just Long Branch, but many other beaches.
Thank you.
So Tim, everybody knows McClune's because it's not just here in Long Branch. So you opened your first restaurant, McClune's Rum Runner, in Seabright in 1987. How was that?
What was I thinking?
Yeah, and from there, everything just snowballed.
Yeah, the short story is this: I'm a musician, and I was traveling around, and I played a private party there, and I asked the owner if he wanted to sell it. And I was making like $300 a week. I'm asking a guy if he wants to sell it. And a couple of years later, he got in touch and he said, if you give me $1 million by New Year's Eve, this was 86 into 87 when the tax law changed on capital gains. It was going to double or triple. So everybody was selling whatever they could before December 31st.
It's an unbelievable story.
So he says, if you give me $1 million by December 31st, it's yours. I could have sworn he said, if you give me $1 bazillion. So I got relatives and friends to chip in. We did a second mortgage on our house, and we opened it up. And of course, it was right when the stock market crashed. I missed the summer, and we opened up in October, and the stock market crashes. So it's like, this is going to be a long haul.
Something happened positive because you have opened up numerous restaurants here in Monmouth County. And I know that, I guess it's a signature because wherever beach you're at and you say what restaurant, it's like the beach, McClune's goes with the beach. Asbury.
And you better say Robinson's.
I know.
That's my wife's name.
So I was just gonna. So it's so funny you brought that up because so many people say, so why is Robinson's McClune's tied to McClune's too? I never knew that until you just said that.
Oh, really?
So,
well, you know Frank Robinson.
Yes, I do.
That's my brother-in-law.
Oh,
so
okay.
My wife is 10th of 11 Robinson people. And quite honestly, I thought people were going to get sick of hearing my name. And maybe they have.
No, they haven't.
Oh, I don't know. So I figured, let's do that, put a different name on it. And it hit right away for whatever. We were trying to do a comfort food upscale pub. Keep it reasonably priced and all that, but give them that. And so Robinson Ale House, it's actually our most consistent. It's our best producer by the square foot. People love it,
Yeah, I tell you, I'm there because I live close to that part of the county, so I'm there quite often. And the good thing about, and I want to commend you, and more importantly, thank you, and forget about the government side and all that side there personally, because you're very successful. And you've been very successful.
Do you want to talk to my banker?
Yeah.
He may have a different take on this.
But the other three things that are passionate to you, and I want to touch a little bit on, first and foremost, Holiday Express.
Right. And that is first and foremost.
And
I've said it's probably the only purely good thing we've all ever done. There's always an agenda with something,
Absolutely.
Whatever you're doing. This was just from the heart. And this will be our 29th year. We got interrupted. We didn't really do anything in 2020 except we made a video and we sent it to the places we normally go to. But this year, most of them are saying they want us back and we can do it in person. So we'll see. In 19, we did 100 shows. We start in the very beginning of November and we go till Christmas Eve.
You're a great musician. Oh. I come down here and
Boy,
watch you down here.
You are a good schmoozer.
I know. Well, you know what? Listen, it's easy because everybody is agreeing. But you know what's great about it, and I so much what you just said is so important because I am very involved in two separate things. I held I have a foundation for pancreatic cancer that I have a big run for in September, and I tout it all the time. We do really well, and all the money goes to the Lustgarten Foundation. And then I've embarked on a special needs school here that I'm opening up in Wall Township, and it's for aged out students. And what you just said, the work.
Now, so you rushed through that. I'm going to interview you.
Yes.
When you say aged out students, people don't necessarily know what you mean, and we see all these young people.
You do.
We mostly play to adults, but we do play at schools, and when they hit 21,
the light switch goes off.
They're out of wherever they've been, and in some cases they've been there since they were 4 years old.
Yeah.
And so where are they going? So that's what you're doing.
I'm building it. So I have it's called the Achieve Academy. It's in Wall Township. It's not open, and my doors should open hopefully September of 24. And all this government stuff and all that stuff will go away, but that will be there forever.
Well, my guest is Tom Arnone, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Yes, thank you, thank you. But so let me ask you, how it actually comes together now when you talk about the band and playing and how you purchased your first restaurant there, but it's unique and it just shows people that you can do it. And
it was all connected, and people make a big fuss over that I do a lot of different things. I tell the people that work for me, don't ever complain about getting fired, because I've been fired more than all of you put together. If you're a musician, you've been fired, But everything kind of matched up, and I was very fortunate that I got a lot of good opportunities to do things. I do want to go back to Holiday Express for a second, though, because for people that don't know what we do, and we were just talking about at our meeting the other night, that it's hard to explain in a way. But we have 125 professional musicians. They have to have sung for their supper at some time in their life. So they're all good. And we have about 1,500 volunteers, and we go to these 100 places. But the goal with the places, there's two ways you get us to come. One is, if we're not there, you get little or nothing at holiday time, nothing. So it's homeless shelters, soup kitchens, AIDS hospices, long-term residential psychiatric facilities where people get no visitors. And the other way you get us is, the need is so great, we don't care how much attention you're getting. And that's mostly for the younger people, a lot of cerebral palsy people and stuff. And, overall, in the beginning, we got a lot of credit. And
as you should.
It was a nice thing. We were doing a nice thing, but I didn't get it, really. That the generosity of the places we were going, letting us in to their world, to the people that everybody averts their eyes, or they don't want to, they feel weird, they stare at them, they do whatever. And that's our peeps.
Not used to that.
Yeah.
That's people.
That's our peeps.
That's our peeps. And you're so right. And, and that's the biggest thing that people forget. There's so many people that are being missed out there that need help. And you have done a great job. And because of that, you've been, elected into New Jersey Hall of Fame.
How weird is that?
It's great. And it's well
They called
deserved.
me up. They called me up, and I was at a track meet coaching. And the voice on the other end says, "You've just been elected to the New Jersey Hall of Fame." I'm like, who is this? Did I go to college with you?
Well,
listen, you killing me?
So well deserved. All of this, I want to thank you on behalf of Monmouth County, not just government, but all the residents, the 630,000 people here in Monmouth County, because you truly are a statesman for doing the right thing. And I want to thank you for joining me on this segment here, and looking forward to, maybe I'll run into you in one of the restaurants. I'm hoping so.
I still have one in college.
And you
so I need all the help I can.
You got it. Well, I want to thank you, and I want to
Tom.
thank you for this segment and this episode of Monmouth in Focus. Looking forward to the next time. Have a great day.
Thank you.